What the fuck did I just witness?
You say that with everything. Almost everything I show you.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You're all for, like, the good feeling, like... Stuff. And I show you stuff that's like, the fuck? Why do you let me sit through this type of stuff? Why me? Why me? I'm supposed to live a blissful life. That's you, by the way.
Oh my
I'm supposed to live a carefree life, and you show me this bullshit.
You are such a butt. But
I don't know.
Anyway, welcome back to the Charming Analysis podcast, guys. I'm Mari.
And I am Jay.
And it is very late at night.
It is very late. In fact, I'm gonna go take my meds, but you can talk about whatever the fuck we just watched.
Well, I'll basically wait for you to come back, but I'll give a couple brief things really quick. So basically, here's how our night went. So Jay literally earlier today was like, hey, do you want to watch Unicorn Wars? And I'm like, oh gosh, that one. Just to just to let you guys know, before we get into this actual podcast, there are going to be talks of gore, a lot of blood, and a lot of like adult content with this video. So if you are not comfortable with any of those things, I recommend logging off the video now. Because that's basically what Unicorn Wars is. It's got a lot of blood and guts. It's got a lot of gore. It's also got a lot of adult themes, religious themes, and war. That's basically the gist of what we're going to be witnessing as we talk about this movie and stuff. Come on, honey. We got to talk about this.
I'm trying to open this.
Come here.
You can help me. And also I broke it in two. So
Oh,
that's a
Lord.
There you go. Try to open that real quick. But yeah, we're going to be talking about Unicorn Wars. And I'm assuming you knew very little about it.
Yeah, it did. So
I only knew it because I watched this guy's other work, which was Bird Boy.
why don't you explain what Unicorn Wars is about? But
It's about a...
grab another one, though. I
Oh,
can't open it.
Come on, honey, you gotta open this. I need my meds.
Jay, you should have talked about this. Like, we should have done this earlier.
It's okay. We.
All the way home.
All the way home. It's okay. Anyway, why don't you explain what Unicorn Wars is about?
Come on, it's both of us doing it, not just me.
I know, but you never explained the summary.
I do. I have.
We'll do it again.
Fine. Alright, so basically for those who don't know, Unicorn Wars is an adult animated war and religious movie in a sense. It's basically about the teddy bears versus the unicorns, and it's not just like all princesses and rainbows. It's basically about them legit killing each other. So you got Tubby and Bluey, who are our main protagonists, and you got a bunch of other bears that are in boot camp learning how to defeat against the unicorns, who are their sworn enemy. And it's basically about kind of a look into what war is like, and there is a lot of like religious aspects to it. That's why I did give the trigger warning like a few seconds ago, so that way you guys understand that this is not for kids. I'm going to preface this. This is not for kids. Please do not show this to your kids. This is an adult-rated movie. I'm going to say that now. This is an adult-rated movie for adults, by adults, yada, yada, yada.
Yada, yada, yada.
All right, so what did you think of Unicorn Wars?
Well, this is my third time watching it.
I still can't believe you watched this 3 times.
I mean, it's interesting. It's an interesting movie. I love the art style. And not just because the fact that the bears are cutesy and it's a bunch of gore. No, I legit like this art style. I legit like the expressions. that they gave to the bears. And I love how the forest and the creatures were designed and everything like that. It's very it's kind of like, nature. Like it's like a nature centric.
It's very colorful.
Yes, very colorful.
There's a lot of colors in this. There's also a lot of uses of neutral tones, a lot of fucking red and stuff like that. I already give the trigger warning in case people will decide to be like, why are you letting kids watch this? It's not for kids. It's legit not for kids. But for me, I thought this was a very good movie. Like, if you're into, like, gore and stuff like that, it is a little bit intense, I will say that. But for what we got for this movie, I still thought they did a really good job with this. They told a cohesive story. They basically, you get to learn about all different kinds of stuff within this movie. And you also get to see, I guess, what would happen if unicorns and bears were fighting each other and trying to take over the fucking world at this point. So, apparently legend has it that the bears were originally rulers, then the unicorns took over, exiled the bears, and the bears are basically trying to take back what the unicorns took from them, in a sense. I did think the movie was pretty good. The animation is beautiful. I do like the character designs of the bears as well, and the unicorns. Like, they both look amazing. Like, instead of, like, the unicorns being, like, all colorful and stuff, they were all black with, like, white accents to them.
Which I really like. It gave, like, a
contrast.
Yeah, the bears
like,
are all colorful
else.
And shit, and the unicorns are the ones with, like, the black, not even black coats, just, like, black outlining.
Yeah, you basically don't really get to see what they fully look like. They basically are all black, like, silhouettes and stuff like that. So, that's something I thought that was...
It's 1 o'clock when I filmed this, by the way, so... Ignore us being tired.
But yeah, it's one of those things to where it's a unique premise on how they do unicorns, because you don't really get to see that kind of thing in these kinds of movies. Like, you mostly get to see, like, unicorns being all colorful and stuff like that, but they actually go pretty dark with this. And there is a lot of, like... I'm surprised how crazy the gore was in this. Like, some of the gore is not that bad. There was a lot of psychedelics in this, which I'm genuinely surprised that they got away with. And also, just a heads up for anyone who wants to watch this, this is entirely in Spanish. So if you want to watch it, you might have to have captions on if you're going to watch it on YouTube, because there's literally no English dub. It's completely in Spanish, but there's English subtitles if you're okay with reading a little bit, which to me I'm not that opposed to, because I'm used to doing that.
That's
with
fine.
anime.
How else am I gonna let you watch all the foreign films that I apparently want to watch?
Well, not all the ones you showed me are foreign. Like,
oh, soon there will be. Soon we'll run out of English movies, and then we're gonna have to move to stuff from
other countries, which is fine.
Finland. I don't know.
Finland. But yeah, what did you think of the actual story itself? I feel like it was a really cohesive story, and I feel like that they did a good job telling it from beginning to end.
Well, you get the current story, and then you also get the backstory with these two main brothers.
Who are Tubby and Bluey. And yes, that is actually their names.
Yes.
I'm not joking. There's Tubby, who's the pink chubby bear, and then you got Bluey, who's the little brother of Tubby, who's a little blue bear.
Yeah.
And basically you get to see how war affects the two of them, and how basically everything has just has impacted them at this point. Because Bluey is an absolute fucking menace. Like, he legit hates everybody, even his own fucking brother. Like, this kid has so much fucking rage in him. I'm just like, how the fuck does this kid, like, get through every day without getting mad? Like, this kid had fucking anger issues. Like, you could legit tell that they wrote him great, though. Like, he has really good writing, but damn, was I not disturbed by this character. You get Tubby, who is basically, like, the more innocent one of the two, and then you get Bluey, who's legit a fucking menace and wants to just destroy everybody. He acts nice to his brother one minute, but then wants to tear his throat out the next minute. And he's basically been like this since, like, birth. Like, not Tubby, really, until, like, near the end. But, like, Bluey basically just wants to, like, fucking kill everybody. Which is honestly, like, a side effect to everything that happened in the war. But also, it's also mixed with his jealousy because basically their mom cheated on their dad. And he basically hated the fact that the mom did that. And it kind of led to her getting...
I think it added just hate. He was born
like that.
I mean, he was born with, like,
jealousy in his heart.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are also spoilers in this, so I forgot to mention that before. I already did the trigger warning.
Just a lot of...
It's very intense, and there will be spoilers. So if you don't want to hear spoilers, even though this movie's been out, like, for a year, I think at that point...
It's your own fault!
Yeah. So... basically, because of all the jealousy Bluey has over Tubby, because his mom favors Tubby more than him, even though I feel like she loves both the kids, but she mostly hangs around Tubby more compared to Bluey. Mm-hmm. He ends up poisoning her with lemonade and something else, and it ends up with the mom dying, and Bluey ends up regretting it. And stuff like that. But still, it's like... this was very intense. And the psychedelics also in the one, like, drug scene was just... what the fuck?
I never watched that.
The animation of it was absolutely beautiful. But at the same time, it's like... they were literally eating caterpillars and getting high off of them.
I think... is that an actual thing?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't drink, so I don't really know.
It's like drinking. It's getting high. It's like licking toads.
I don't know, honey. I don't get high either.
Caterpillars are poisonous. Don't eat them.
I know that.
But, like, I'm just wondering, like, does it have any hype?
I don't know, honey.
I don't know. I never, like, have you ever been, like when you look at a caterpillar and, like, I'm gonna eat that.
No. I feel like you probably have.
No, not me.
No.
You've never been that way with any type of bug?
No.
At all?
No.
Why?
But I will admit, though, I know, not me personally, but I know a lot of people that liked the bug stuff from Lion King.
Oh, wanted to eat the bugs from Lion King?
Yeah, not me, but I knew a lot of people that did, and in my opinion, that's kind of disgusting.
I would have loved to eat the bugs from Lion King.
Ew.
Slimy yet satisfying.
That's disgusting.
Come on, you weren't interested in eating that big bug that Simba ate?
No.
Even like they were crunchy and everything.
Okay, we get it. It
sounded so good. I would eat.
You are so weird.
You're eat bugs already.
Okay, so
you're eat bugs. Probably something's gonna crawl inside your mouth tonight.
No, okay, shut up. So this movie is like, I do like the idea of how everything went. I still feel like this was a bit too intense for a fucking movie, though. But it's not the most disturbing thing I've seen. It's probably up there with one of the most disturbing movies I've ever seen.
What's the most disturbing thing I've shown you? Or that you've seen?
I'm not saying.
I want to say.
Well, I'm not saying it right now because I would rather wait to talk about it. So I'm not talking about it. So
is something I've shown you?
I don't remember, but I will explain later.
Okay.
But this is one of those ones up there that is probably one of the most disturbing things I've seen. It's not the first.
I haven't watched enough horror movies.
It's not the first craziest one, but I would probably like. It's probably like the third or fourth craziest I can think
This is
of.
the third or fourth. God bless your soul and everything else I will show you.
Oh,
like
Lord.
ever.
I'm surprised we didn't watch this for like the Halloween spectacular. Like this would have been a good Halloween movie.
It's not a Halloween movie.
I know, but it would have been interesting to see during it.
It would have ruined the mood.
It would have ruined the mood.
Yes.
That's sad. Okay, so did you like how they did the symbolism and the religious aspects of this along with the war stuff, or do you feel like that stuff could have just been taken out, in your opinion?
I feel like... No, I mean, it's been, like, you know, all the religious symbolism and everything, because the whole thing is about how the bears want to get their land back because they think God gave it to them, or I don't know. No, it's fine. Like, because, I don't know. In a way, I think religion is propaganda.
Okay.
From me personally. And I think it was used to influence this war that they were having so that the war can still continue on and have, like, casualties and stuff like that. Never really change.
Yeah.
And I think, like, having, like, you know, faith is kind of was part of that propaganda that they were instructed.
Yeah.
Because they have the book, apparently, in the end. They made their own book about it. So I'm just saying, the book inside of them that had also religious aspects in it. So,
but yeah, this is one of those movies.
I don't mind like religion in movies,
as long as like it's done right.
I don't know. You clearly like. I don't know how you feel about it. I mean, like,
to me, like, I can see what they were going for with it. Like, I do think it kind of brings a little bit of, like, a different aspect to war. Because most of the war stuff doesn't really focus on religion. This kind of did. This kind of had more of, like, a cult mentality kind of thing. Which is, like, it's different from a lot of the war stuff I have seen or read in the past. So I will give it that.
What war stuff have you seen or read?
For school, I had to read a lot of, like, war stuff. Don't judge me, okay? I did. Anyway.
Wait, when?
When I was, like, in high school.
That wasn't part of the American history. Because we all know how great that ended up.
I get it. Anyway. I did think it was interesting bringing religion into this. Because it gives you, like, another perspective. And stuff like that.
Chris, what other war movies have you seen?
Jay, can we
I'm just legit.
I'm not talking about this right now.
Okay, fine.
Because it's one of those things to where I would rather talk about this movie right now instead of focusing on a tangent.
Okay.
Because once I start, I ain't gonna stop.
Okay.
So, another question I do want to ask is, do you think killing off most of the characters the way they did impacts the story, or do you feel like they could have done without it?
I just play the song in my head, like, war, what is it good for? Do, 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 do. Like, that's the only thing when it comes to those types of endings. It's just, like, putting up a big sigh that's saying, war, don't do it.
Yeah. Like war doesn't solve anything.
Already a good statement in and of itself.
Yeah, like, at this point, we need to stop having wars and just, like, actually talk to each other. I feel like that would end a lot better.
Well, Mari, how else are we going to put it in economic crises?
I get the point,
Come
honey.
on, honey.
Anyway.
Think with your head. Think with your capitalist head.
Okay,
not your soul. Not your eternal soul.
Okay, another question I guess I have. Do you think that they did a good job? Like, what did you think of the ending, actually? What did you think of the ending to this? Because to me, the ending was kind of trippy as fuck. Because
God was a human. God turned into a human. Now the monkeys will follow the human, and they will be humans. And then they will start big war because humans like more.
Basically,
I don't know. I'm assuming that's what it was saying. I'm not good at interpreting endings. I just normally look on Reddit
it's interpreting.
to see. I normally just look on Reddit and just like, what is the meaning behind blah blah blah, and I don't know. But that's again his like. That's how this director tells the stories. Even Bird Boy wasn't really that clear, and that mostly talked about mental illness.
Which
like I don't know what the fuck happened in Bird Boy. I don't know what the fuck happened here. So, he leaves me confused all the time.
Okay, so I guess one more question, and I guess, well, actually two more, and then we'll give our rating. So first one, what did you think of this movie from the director? What did you think of his work? Do you feel like he's doing good with his movies, or do you feel like he could do better?
I mean, to me, I'm always gonna like his movies because it's he's like, he's making his own movies. He's making his own movies in his own language. He's not dumbing it down or anything like that. And he's always gonna make art. He's always gonna make art that's gonna speak to him personally. Does it speak to me in a way? Yeah, visually it does.
But not like flat out saying it.
To me, it's like his movies are always going to be metaphors for his interpretation of art and how he views the world. So I feel like him making these movies are like, maybe somebody will get that. Like, like, what he's saying. I clearly don't know what he's saying, but I like looking at it. I like seeing his movies and what he has to say, because clearly he sees things in a very like kind of almost monstrous way.
He kind of
also
does.
A very beautiful way too. So
yeah, the art style in itself for these movies are really good.
Yeah,
and stuff. You get to kind of see like how they express their emotions through like their eyes. You get to see it more through like
their eyes.
They have
the most expressive part of the face. Oh, God, you sleepy bitch.
It's just because I'm tired. It's been a long day.
I know you're tired.
But, like, legit, I do like the way that they animate these movies. I will say that, because I have seen Bird Boy before and stuff like that. But it was like a long...
You did not see it with me.
Yes, I did.
You did not see it with me.
I have seen Bird Boy with you.
Really? What's it about?
It's about a bird and like a couple other woodland creatures, and they're trying to escape their home, and then Bird Boy ends up trying to destroy everything. Yeah, I remember. I wasn't paying attention too much too because I was on my phone at the time, but I know what it was. I've seen it. Anyway, so last question, we'll give our rating because this is one of those like shorter reviews in my opinion.
Okay.
What do you think? Shorter review?
Sure, shorter review.
So, which do you like better personally? Do you like Bird Boy better or this movie better? I'm genuinely curious.
I like Bird Boy better.
You like Bird Boy better?
Yeah. I feel like it was more better paced than this one was. But I think Bird Boy speaks to me a lot more. 'Cause that one was more about like
mental health
and depression and like stuff.
Yeah. Personally, for me,
this is more like of a war religious movie, and I'm far from the most religious person.
Like, if I had to pick between Unicorn Wars and Bird Boy, I kind of like this movie a little bit better than Bird Boy. By like a little bit. Okay. I still like both, but this one was a little bit better in my opinion. Like, it was a little bit paced better, and also we got to see more, backstory with this one compared to like Bird Boy and stuff. What are you doing in there, honey?
I'm trying to make sure that this is it.
Oh my goodness.
Continue talking.
Anyway, yeah, personally I like this movie a little bit better than Bird Boy, but that's just me personally. Bird Boy is also made by the same director as this movie, so if it's something you guys are interested in us reviewing for a podcast, because we've technically seen it, let us know. We will definitely do a review, because I would definitely want to review it with my bean. What about you, honey? Would you want to review it?
Yeah.
Alright, So let's give our ratings. I'll go first, or do you want to go first?
You go first.
All right, for Unicorn Wars, I would probably give this movie a solid 7 out of 10. I think it's a really good movie for what it is. It is very gory and stuff, so if gore is a turnoff for you, I don't recommend this, but if you're into movies that have like a nice art style, talk about like war and stuff, and also has a little bit of like religious undertones to it, I think you guys would like this. But yeah, I give it a solid 7 out of 10. What would you give it?
I give it a 6 out of 10.
You give it a 6?
Yeah.
Would you watch it again? Because I would...
I watched it 3 times. That is irrelevant to me.
You would watch it no matter how many times. I feel like you would. But for me, it would depend. Like, I wouldn't be opposed to watching it again, but I probably...
You don't watch things again.
Well, I do sometimes.
What movie have you watched constantly?
Look, I did it more as a kid. I still do every now and then, but normally I like to do rewatches by myself instead of like with other people, unless like it's something I really, really, really like and stuff like that. But it entirely depends on what it is. But
well, I know one thing we are going to be rewatching, Good Omens.
Yes. So before we sign off, guys, look forward to our next podcast. We're going to be talking about season 1 of Good Omens because season 2 is supposed to be coming out soon, and we need to fucking watch it again because I have not seen this show literally since me and Jay were long distance. So I'm excited to actually go back into the series again because holy shit, it's so good. But we are planning on reviewing Good Omens. We'll be doing season 1 hopefully this week. Coming up, and then we'll be finally finishing our Breaking Bad series analysis. Oh my gosh, I want to be fucking done with this series. But yeah, that's basically what we're going to be doing for the next couple weeks. But thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'm Mari.
I'm Jay.
And we're out. Bye!